Are we going to see this continuation even lower? Because yes, Bitcoin is at the moment forming a lower high on the daily chart. We are underneath the 13 EMA and underneath the 38.2. This usually gives us the indication that overall we're in this bearish trend. But could we expect that Bitcoin is going to bounce exactly in these levels and we're going to see this next massive leg towards the upside? And could this be the last opportunity to load up on these coins? We're going to look at Bitcoin, but we're also going to look at some altcoins where we're seeing this retracement at the moment, and this could give you the last chance to enter at these levels. So if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe. And now let's directly start with today's content. And welcome back to B4Crypto. Yes guys, we're seeing that the overall market is getting this healthy retracement at the moment, but guys, this is just healthy for the overall market because yes, we've seen this massive pump towards the upside. But first of all, let's look at the price movement of Bitcoin, and clearly we can see that we are in this downward sloping trend. So first of all, we're going to draw a trend line all the way from the swing high all the way down, and then we can perfectly see that this is our downwards trend. So first of all, Bitcoin needs to break this downwards trend so that we clearly can say, yes, we're in this bullish move and that we could expect this continuation over the 23.6, where we can also see is our major resistance box that was previous support in the previous video, where I told you if we're going to lose this level, we could expect that yes, Bitcoin could reach a price target of the 61.8, which is perfectly here, and this perfectly also lines up with our first bearish price target if you've been watching my previous video, which is exactly here, the 50 moving average on the daily chart, exactly at the level of 38,600 US dollars. So guys, yes, I would expect that if we're going to see this breakdown from this level, that we're going to come all the way back down exactly in this box, and we can see some major confluence within this box because first of all, we can see that exactly here we have the 50 moving average, this major upwards trend, and also the 61.8 from the swing high all the way to the swing low where we broke this horizontal line. So yes, the 78.6 would also be a price target if we're going to see this continuation. But guys, we could expect this bounce exactly here, or we could expect that Bitcoin is even going to bounce even earlier exactly in these levels. Because yes, first of all, this is a bearish trend, but guys, we could also expect that this is a falling wedge, and a falling wedge is a bullish pattern that breaks out towards the upside with a price target, yes, the top of the wedge exactly here, the previous high. So ultimately, if we're going to see this bounce exactly at the 50% level and also this downward sloping trend from this falling wedge, we could expect a price target of all the way up here at 44,800 US dollars. So yes, if we're going to see this movement play out, this would be a perfect W on the daily chart, and we could expect this massive continuation with our price target at 48,000 US dollars. But yes, let's go down on the even lower time frames on the 4-hour chart to find out what we could expect in the immediate short term. We could see that the price movement of Bitcoin broke this trend line, this bullish trend that we had, and we saw this fast move towards the downside, and we perfectly held the 100 moving average on the 4-hour chart, so that we saw that the price movement came all the way back up from the lower high, and then we saw the sideways grind and this dump even lower. But yes guys, we can ultimately see that this would be our next price target if we're going to break this horizontal support exactly at the level of 40,000 all the way down to the 40,300 US dollar level. Because yes, if we're going to draw this horizontal support in this last support box exactly here, then we can see guys, we are forming this range from the high we had all the way up here and this major resistance. Let me just turn the box to red, and now we can see exactly here. We can see that we have a mid-range, the lower range, which is our support, and the top of the range. So yes, I could expect that we could see that Bitcoin is going to consolidate within this range before we're going to break out to the next level at the 44,000 US dollar level. But ultimately, if we're going to break this level, we could expect that yes, Bitcoin is going to come all the way back down to the next level, which would be the top of this box, round about the 40,000 US dollar level, which is first of all a psychological level and also the 200 moving average on the 4-hour chart. But guys, we could also expect this wick even lower. But guys, yes, if we're going to get this bounce for Bitcoin exactly at this horizontal support in this range that we have been forming, we're going to get this W and this breakout from this bearish trend, we could expect this massive explosion. And not only for Bitcoin, yes, for some of the major altcoins. But before we're going to look at the altcoins, let's go over to Ethereum. Because yes, Ethereum sometimes can be a leading indicator, and at the moment we saw this retracement after we have reached the price target of $2,400 for Ethereum and we came all the way back down. We also formed this bearish M formation on the daily chart exactly here and also this bearish trend. But yes, Ethereum is at the moment holding the support at the 61.8, which is also this previous major breakout point where we saw this ascending triangle and this perfect breakout from this major horizontal line, which is the $2,134 level. And at the moment we can see that Ethereum is holding this level perfectly. So if we're going to get this bounce for Ethereum exactly here, we could also expect that Bitcoin is going to find support exactly at this major support level, this horizontal support exactly the bottom of this range. But if we're going to see this continuation, I could expect that Ethereum is going to come all the way back down to the 78 and 88.6, where we can also see this massive horizontal support exactly at the psychological level of round about $2,000. But guys, yes, we're going to look at some altcoins where we could expect this retracement and this major entry to get a major push towards the upside, because yes, in the bull market we're getting these retracements of round about 20%, and if we're going to look at the retracement on Ethereum at the moment, we can see that this is round about 12%. If we're going to come all the way back down to this major support, this would round about be 17% from the previous highs. But guys, this is usually a great opportunity to load up on some massive altcoins, because yes, we're going to get this next massive leg towards the upside, and that is exactly what you've been waiting for, to buy these coins at these retracement levels. So if you want to trade all of these moves, guys, go down in the video description below and sign up to Bybit, MEXC, OKX, or even BITFLEX, where you receive a massive deposit bonus and you can open all of your trades. So yes, we can see on the 5-minute chart over on BITFLEX that Bitcoin is really coiling up and that we could expect this breakout towards the upside. So we are at the moment at the $41,000 level. If we're going to break this level, guys, I could expect that we're getting this strong bounce towards the upside and that we could expect this overall pump for the altcoins. So let's go over to some altcoins, and first of all, yes, we're going to look at Solana, because yes, we perfectly reached our price target from this perfect symmetrical triangle that I've been showing you exactly here. We got this breakout and we perfectly hit our price target of $80. But at the moment, yes, we're also forming this bearish trend. But if we're going to change this trend line and we're going to adjust it all the way to the price movement, then we can see, guys, we're still in this upward sloping trend, this bullish trend for Solana, and that we could expect this breakout even higher. Because yes, we're going to look at the Fibonacci retracement levels all the way from the previous low, which is exactly here at the lows of $51, and if we're going to drag it all the way up to the swing high of $80, we can see that Solana is perfectly holding the 38.2, and if we're going to see this bounce exactly here, we could expect this massive breakout. And yes guys, if we're going to break the $80 level, I think the $100 is going to be the next level. So let's look at the percentages that we could gain if we're going to buy Solana exactly here on the spot market all the way to the $100 level. This would be a pump of 50%, guys. And yes, I think that the overall crypto market is extremely bullish. Maybe we're going to see some sideways movement over the festive season, but overall I expect this massive breakout towards the upside by the end of the year and this continuation even higher. So yes, the next coin that I'm having on my list is AVAX, because yes, on the daily chart for AVAX we can also see that the 23.6 is perfectly holding as previous support, which was major resistance, and we're still above the 13 EMA on the daily chart, and this gives me the overall signal, guys, maybe we're going to come once again all the way back down with the worst case scenario of the 38.2, but overall I expect this continuation towards the upside. And let's go over to Injective, because yes, we saw this very strong move for Injective, and at the moment we're at the $30 level, and guys, yes, we can see that Injective is really holding this line, and we're not going to see any dump, because I expect the continuation even higher. Because if we go on the weekly chart for Injective, guys, we can see on the weekly chart that we broke the previous high, and at the moment we're in price discovery mode. So yes, you know the saying, show me a high and I show you a buy. So I expect that yes, we're going to see this follow through and this major pump with a price target of $70. Yes, this is a high price target, but at the moment we can see that Injective also launched the airdrops on the new network. So we can see a lot of airdrops and also a lot of people staking Injective. And yes, this means that the people are buying Injective to stake it to get all these airdrops. So ultimately, I think that we're going to see a higher price movement for Injective in the immediate short term. And yes guys, we're going to look at bonk, the meme coin on Solana. We just saw this massive pump towards the upside. Yes guys, I've been buying this coin round about these highs. But yes, we definitely could see a further price movement towards the upside because guys, these hypes on these meme coins are extremely high. But don't get me wrong, don't buy the tops. Either wait for a pullback that we're going to get round about these levels if Bitcoin is going to see this continuation towards the upside. Otherwise guys, dollar cost average is small amount. And guys, please don't invest your whole life savings because a meme coin could see a major pump towards the upside, but we could also expect this fast move towards the downside and a lot of people selling their bonk exactly in these levels. So guys, yes, this could be extremely volatile, so please trade with caution. Because yes, overall I think that we're going to get this bounce towards the upside because a lot of people are bearish at the moment and the markets tend to do the opposite when a lot of people are entering the charts exactly here and they expect a further move towards the downside. We could expect a strong bounce from these major levels. And yes, if we go over to the daily chart, guys, first of all, we had this major horizontal support. So if we're going to see that the price movement is going to close above the 38.2, this is ultimately going to be my first bullish signal that we could expect this move higher, and breaking this trend line would be the second signal that we're going to get this move all the way up to the range high. So yes, if you always want to stay up to date, go down in the video description below and sign up to my free Telegram group, and make sure to sign up to Bybit, OKX, BITFLEX, or even MEXC, where you receive a massive deposit bonus to buy crypto on the spot market or open a trade with a leverage. And yes guys, if you want to find out even more about the Solana airdrops, make sure to watch this video exactly now and make sure to be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.